Hello my friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is the Moon Witch, and today we're going to find out what messages that the spirits have for you. So we have 4 groups to choose from. Group number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now take a deep breath with me. And calm yourself down. Now you can use your hand to feel the energy of each pile and find out which pile appeals to you the most. Or you can close your eyes for a little while and clear your mind, and when you reopen your eyes, you may find that there's one particular group that stands out the most or that calls to you the most. So that is how you use your intuition to pick your pile. Now, once you have picked your group, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide down below in the description box, as well as the pinned comment, and I will see you in your reading. I'm hearing that there's a particular person that you shouldn't trust, group number 1. There's a male figure that you used to look up to, but I'm hearing that spirits say that you shouldn't trust this person now. I'm seeing that because of the fact that you have outgrown this person. He's a little bit of defensive when you're around. And also with the world here, I think you belong somewhere else. And primarily, I'm seeing a father figure, okay? This is a male that's somehow significantly older than you. And you belong somewhere else. So this person might be somehow passive aggressive towards you. They may, say something that stings out of the blue. But when you're hurt, they're just like, I'm just kidding, So this is the first thing that I'm seeing here, that you should not trust this person because of their own inferiority. They see you shine and they're not very comfortable with that. So they may deliberately say something that they know that will hurt you because they know what you care. And they would deliberately hurt you a little bit. But it's not so obvious because I don't think, like, in their position, they're able to be your enemy. But it's somehow like a frenemy. They pretend to be looking out for you, but they're not. Okay? And I think, in a way, you don't really want to believe this information because the Cup's energy is very idealistic. So maybe you will idolize this person. And you would like to believe that they are better than this. Let's see what happened between the Fool. They feel like you have changed so much that they don't really recognize you anymore. And also they feel like you're so much wiser than, I don't know why I'm hearing 2021. Okay, they feel like you're so much wiser than you were in 2021. It felt like you've grown a lot and matured a lot. And they can't figure you out. But somehow they still want the old you. They missed who you were. And so when you are who you are today, it kind of makes them a little uneasy. And they're still missing the person that you were yesterday. Okay, but I get a feeling that you were so much more confident than back then. Okay, Okay, we have these 4 cards popped out. Wow, group number 1, I'm seeing that you're stepping into your own power and you don't really care what others think about you. And that takes great courage, because a lot of times we are affected by how others see us and whether they like us or not. And it's easier said than done, like when you need to step into your true power and honor who you truly are. And there are a lot of shadow and self-loath that we need to deal with. But for group number 1, spirits are really happy that you have managed to accept who you are and allow yourself to shine as the most authentic self. And also, spirits are saying that they're happy that you have given up on an impossible dream. So, I'm not one of those boring, realistic people that don't believe in dreams, or like mostly value the material more than anything. I personally do believe in dreams, and I do believe that life is worth living because of that. But with the stars in reverse, sometimes our dreams are sort of carried away because dreams are supposed to be plausible. However hard it may be, the bottom line is that it's supposed to be plausible. And when a dream is out of reach, it has another name called delusion. Or it may be something that we fantasized to fulfill our ego or the shadow self. So spirits are really happy for you that you gave up on that. And recently I rewatched the movie Gone with the Wind. So when Scarlett did to Ashley and Red, with something like this, as Red Butler said, that you turn around to chase after something that you can have, rather than cherishing what you already have, like the happiness that's within your reach. So this is something that the spirits want to congratulate you on. They have seen that you have really grounded in this body and in this role, and because of that, something will turn up. I'm hearing within 2 to 3 months, okay? Some great opportunities will come to you. That's life-changing. And I just got a yes. Your life truly starts to shine when you're willing to sit in your own shadow. Accepting the past, yes, 2 of Wands and the 4 of Wands in reverse. There's something happened in your childhood, especially like within your family. There was something that was kind of unacceptable to you, or there were people that you couldn't forgive. There were things that you cannot get over with. And maybe even you didn't like yourself back then. But with the 2 of Wands here, I feel like that is where your magic comes from. Like in the ashes that you wouldn't look. And for some of you, it's like something really tragic that happened that you have a hard time connecting the past to the present moment, because it is something you have been escaping from, and that you have really changed a lot over the years in order to not be reminded of the past every day. But this is your source. This is your magic. This is where your potentials come from. So in the process and in the journey of healing yourself, you are becoming the more complete version of your divine self. You see? the core doesn't change. That's what I'm hearing. The core doesn't change. You may fool yourself that you're no longer who you were anymore, but there were also diamonds in your old self even. And even though you were kind of desperate to jump out of that concept and that skin, there was still value in that person, and the spirit says that you should honor that. And the core doesn't change. It is that core, that person's core, that helped you survive whatever it is that you went through. And we're using the angel oracle. Okay, you hear bright tinkling notes of bells or chimes. You don't know where they're coming from, but something tells you what they mean. The angels are working on your behalf. And a white feather in an unexpected location assures you that you're on the right path and that you're not alone. Wow, this is very sweet. Knowing that you're supported by your angels and spirits. Okay, let's see what else we have. Group number 1. And I'm hearing something about your manifestation. They said that things move faster when you're not rushing them. Okay. And that it's okay to change your direction about your manifestation. It's okay to change that direction, change the dream, okay, change the goal. You want to remind yourself of what you really want. Is it a certain particular outcome or fulfillment or happiness? Like, there are many routes that get to the ultimate dream or the ultimate manifestation. So try not to stick to a certain route or a certain outcome, okay? Always try out new paths and know that, wow, you're always surrounded and loved and protected by spirits. So there are many cards in the deck that represent spirits and angels. These two are the most representative. Okay, we have Temperance. She is an angel herself, and also we had the Hen one. Okay, note that the universe has a plan for you. Okay, so that's all I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, group number 2, let's see your messages. I'm hearing something about your old path. Second house, Uranus, Capricorn, second house. I'm hearing that you should stick with your old path, not just abandon it completely and go for something new. I don't know what that means. Go for the old path. Go for the old path. And they're saying that if you look at your past, or if you look at the old path in a different way, you will see the different value that it provides. And it is way to your success. So you want to look at the old path or the old solution in a new way, and you may find out like the new value within, and you realize that the way that leads to your own success may not be as perfect as you have manifested or like as you expect it to be, because with the 7 of Cups here, I feel like there's an ideal way that's in your mind, or like you're manifesting, and you feel like the way that leads to my mountaintop should be like this and that. But the 7 of Cups is actually in reverse. And we have the Queen of Cups, that to me represents like the first love, the first passion, and the first solution that felt right intuitively. And also with the Uranus and Capricorn in second house, Capricorn is not an easy mode. Okay, it'll lead to success, it'll lead to the ideal outcome, but maybe the journey is a little Capricorn like. It'll be a little bumpy, full of obstacles and challenges, but you will manage to survive all of them, and you will learn and grow through that journey. And I feel like maybe you have doubts on like whether you're on a right path or not, because you feel like it's a little harder than you have expected, or it's like it's more challenging than what you have expected it to be. So you're kind of in this doubt of like what have gone wrong, like why is it different than what I have pictured, am I off the orbit or not? But spirits want you to know that the first path, okay, the very first path, the very first passion, the very first intuitive call will work. Even though sometimes you may get tired of it, or you may feel like it loses its sparkle because you are too familiar with it. But spirits want you to know that this is the right way. And they want to remind you of this now because they think that you are mature enough to see the hidden value within. Before you weren't able to see it on this level, but now you're mature enough to see that. And once you've seen the hidden value and the blessing that this path holds, it'll lead to something new. So the old path can provide new outcomes as well. And also they're saying that don't give up on what you have already gained. Okay, now there are 9 pentacles here. Don't just walk away from this lane because there are already fruits on the tree and it's very close to your harvest. Okay, it's just that you might not know this yet because of the Fool here, which is also represented by Uranus. So I would guess that this is about your career, your job, and your finance. Okay, something ahead of you. And also the Ace of Pentacles is also about, finance. So what else for you, group number 2? I love it when this happens, I also said this in group number 1 because this happened for them as well. There are a few cards in the deck that represents spirits or angels and deities. So the Hierophant here is one of them. Okay, you're so loved and protected by your angels and your spirits. And also I'm seeing the Hulk. Okay, this is an owl, I know, but in my mind intuitively I am seeing a Hulk. So your animal spirit Hulk is also here. And I'm hearing that your animal spirit says that the quieter you are, the more you can hear. Okay, the quieter you are, the more you will hear. Yeah, it's still about your old path. Something about that. I'm seeing like when you're in the subway and the train is about to reach the next station and you're waiting for the doors to open. I'm seeing that scene. So it's like what you're waiting for is just right at the corner. I'm seeing that you're waiting on something and you have, managed to keep your faith. I wouldn't lie about the fact that you're kind of having some inner struggle while you wait for that perfect opportunity that you wanted. It's like you were seeing chances come and go, but they're not for you. You're still waiting on that perfect manifestation to show up. And I would say that spirits want you to know that it's going to be a little different than what you had in your mind, but it's going to lead to just the right and same direction. And I'm using Angel Whisper oracles today. Let's see what your angels have for you. You've been working hard or you've been struggling with a task or skill. Now the stars are in perfect alignment. The angels are showing you the path to success. Wow. So just keep faith. Keep your faith. And also it's about your old path, something that you've been working on for a while. A sign you've never noticed before grabs your attention. It may take a little while to decode the message, but your intuition tells you it's important. Start your adventure today. Now, it's all about trying new things, but also like with the same outline, within the same range. Okay. No. Here's some other messages. Okay. The Spirit sees that in your life there may be a lack of joy or passion. It's like you're working or you're, devoting your time and energy into something just because like you feel obliged to do so, or you promise to do so, or you feel like well, it's time to do so. But your motivation is not passion or the fact that you enjoy doing this. So angels are saying that maybe you should take some days off and reconnect with your creativity. Try to have fun. Do you still remember what fun feels like? Do you still remember what you enjoy doing? What's your hobby? Angels are inviting you to take some time off and allow your inner child and your creative source to run wild. Okay, because sometimes they're seeing that you are kind of caught up in a loop. There's no end to it. It was just a loop in your mind that you created for yourself, and there's no help in the real problems if you think that you have problems to solve. If you find something that's too hard, or if you're just drained and you need some sleep, just allow yourself to do so. Allow yourself to be at leisure, to relax, okay? I'm hearing that there's still a light that shines. Whatever it means to you, group 2, there's still a light that shines. Spirits are basically saying that you want to learn to cherish what you already have, because they're pointing at someone that cares about you, that truly cares about you. So 10 of Cups, this can be a family member or a friend or even a teacher, or a romantic partner. There's someone that truly, truly cares about you, and they love you no matter what. They have seen you in your lowest and they still choose to be here. Okay, so try to be more grateful towards what you already have. And also with the 7 of Pentacles, this is again about the old path or the project that you've been working on for a while. Maybe you're thinking of abandoning this path and, try to do something else. But you are encouraged to try new methods, but just stick with the old orbit, okay? Because it is working, right? Maybe it's not very obvious to you. It's like when you're planting a tree and you water it every day, and we're not really able to see the progress of its growth until like some time later, maybe a month or two, and we're like, oh, it's got taller. So just keep watering your dream because it is working. Okay. And for some of you, if you have travel plans, okay, spirits also want you to know that this travel plan is divinely meant for you. So don't doubt that. It is where you're meant to be, and just try to keep faith, okay? So that is all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this reading. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright, group number 3. So I've changed to another deck, and the message I'm hearing is to embark on a journey that makes you feel alive. Okay, this is a clear one. So that is a strong calling for you, group 3. Embark on a journey that makes you feel alive. And maybe, when we're manifesting, we always manifest like life goes easy mode on us. But for you, somehow, I think you're not a kind of people that thrive best on easy mode. Actually, you're more motivated and you're more you on hard mode. Because I feel like, maybe you have Mars in your chart that's highlighted. So it's like in your energy or in your design, you're meant to have some sort of a struggle because it will serve a great purpose in your life. And you thrive best in like that jungle on survival mode, And it's like you need something to live for, you need something to fight for. And I think even though we don't necessarily manifest like pain or darkness or struggles, those things are what makes you feel alive, or that those are the fuel for you. Like you only feel like you're living for something when you have something to fight for. And spirits are saying that you will already complete. It's just like you will only realize and allow yourself to be complete and enough when you stop comparing yourself with other people. Because there may be people that inspire you that are living a different life than you, but that lifestyle is the perfect match for them, but not for you. So you will acknowledge your completeness when you stop comparing what you have versus what others have, and realize that what works for you is the best. And I think your intuition always makes sure that you're on the right path. So, like, you don't really need to check your manifestation all the time, because sometimes it's going to come as a surprise. It may not all be planned by you. So just know that even if you think that you're on a little detour, your intuition will always make sure that you're on the right path. And also, I think your higher self or your future self is here, and they're seeing that you're going through a period of struggle, but it means that you're on the right path. This period of your life is supposed to be a little hard, not so stable, and you're meant to thrive for something right now. And it only means that you are doing the right thing if you feel a little uncomfortable. Five of Pentacles. So physically and financially, if you feel like you're struggling with both, it means that you're on the right path, group 3. And with the Fool here, because Fool is the first card that, that showed up in this entire reading. So I feel like this chapter is a brand new one, which means that you have completed all the karmic past have broken all the karmic chain and you're stepping into the new era. So things will be out of your control. At least this is what you feel like, because this is a field that you have never set foot on. And it's only normal when you feel like you can't handle them. But it's a good sign because it means that you're trying new things and that you're learning. You will only worry when you feel like you have nailed everything and they were all going so smoothly. Well, maybe that means that you're just in your comfort zone and going in this loop. And I think very soon there will be great opportunities coming for you and great shifts happen in your life. And I just saw 666. 6 is a number of angels, which reminds me of this deck. So I'm using it now to see the messages. Archangel Michael, guardian of the earth realm, clears away the energy when we're struggling. His presence is often signaled by indigo orbs or sparkles of light. You might observe purple flowers or feel attracted to amethyst gemstones. Okay, know that you're protected by your angel, Archangel Michael, and you see the color purple, or you're attracted to amethyst. Okay. What else do we have? That was just this one. I saw this one. 1111. Master number 1111 reveals the 4 pillars of light that have opened the portals, allowing you to access the divine truth. This angelic gateway supports your spiritual awakening. Okay. So you have a lot of purple here. What else messages does spirits have for you? Oh, I'm hearing no, actually I'm seeing the Lemuria time, and I feel like if you strongly feel attracted to like nature or harmony or music, just that pure loving connection between human and also other species on earth, you're probably a Lemurian seed. And I'm seeing almost like the Avatar, the Pandora, the planet Pandora in the Avatar movie, where they all live in perfect peace and harmony with nature, and they have great culture, even though that's not necessarily understood by us humans, but like they're very spiritual. Okay, and I'm almost seeing that scene, and it's either that they're spirit guides of yours living in planets like that, or it is your own past spirits from the Lemuria time calling out to you. And I think if you feel called recently to look at your past lives or to read your Akashic record, it kind of means that this portal is open. Okay, this is your spiritual awakening portal. And I'm also hearing that if you see flickering lights, or just generally your light bulb doesn't work very well, or you see the flickering of this flame, if you light candles in your house but you have all the windows closed, it means that angels, your guardian angels or your spirit team are here with you. Especially if you have trouble sleeping at night. I feel like recently you have a lot of downloads, so maybe you will lose sleep a little, or you may even have like see beings from other worlds at night. But it was only because your crown chakra is very open, and even you may have headache recently. So it was only because I got a notification on my phone, so that's a confirmation of yes. So maybe it's because you're getting like crazy downloads because of the fact that your crown chakra is open, and that you're more aware of the presence of all these otherworldly spirits and spirit animals. If you have pets, group 3, your spirit team would sometimes go into your pets and make them do certain things, or point out a direction for you or give you hints. So if you do have pets, or if you see pets on the streets, like even stray cats or stray dogs or swans or birds, etc., or insects, pay more attention to them, because your spirits may use them to give you messages as well. And your spirit says that, it's time to cut down your daily schedules a little. You're seeing that you only need to do the most basic ones. You don't want to put on too much responsibilities on your shoulder right now, because of the fact that, maybe you're not getting enough sleep, or you're not sleeping very well, or you're dreaming a lot. So, generally you're not getting enough rest. So your spirit guide is also saying that allow yourself to rest more, allow your body to restore and recharge. Okay, you don't need to do everything all at once. You can leave them till later when you feel better. And cherish the loved ones. Cherish the loved ones. Actually, this card was in reverse. I'm hearing that whoever is in the past is in the past. It's like, I'm seeing the scene where, like, a man is sealed in a mirror. So they're trying to break out of that mirror, but they can't get out, and so they can't get you. And you're leaving that mirror. That's a weird scene that I'm seeing. But I'm seeing that there's a male figure, and maybe like you don't want anything to do with them, but they kind of chase you and haunt you. Whoever is in the past is in the past. So they're kind of blocked from you with the help of your spirit guides. Your spirit guides, as well as Archangel Michael, and also, divine beings from the spiritual realms, are seeing that this is such a toxic relationship. This person is no good for you. And so they would protect you from them. Okay, so there's no worry about that person, and maybe it's time to retrieve your attention and energy from them back to yourself. Okay, stop giving this person energy. Even when you're just thinking about them, you're worried about what they would do to you, you're still sending them energy. So just don't think about them at all. Focus on what you already have. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is a hobby. Maybe this is something that you're really proud of. Maybe this is a baby or a pet. Maybe this is a good friend or a really good relationship. Whatever it is that you hold in your hands, just focus on this. I'm seeing a person that looks somehow sophisticated on the outside, but when they're with you, they're very relaxed and they have their guards off. And so when they're with you, they kind of become this more childlike person. Okay, I'm seeing someone like this. And I'm seeing two people playing together. And also I think I saw the lovers, even though it didn't pop up, but I saw that. So let's see what relationship this is. This could be a roommate. Okay. someone you live with. Okay, someone you live with. So it could be a roommate, or if you live with a boyfriend, girlfriend, this could be them as well. And I'm seeing a really good friendship. Okay, because you're very similar to each other, and you're having a good time together. What does Spirit mean when I show you this? What do they want you to do? Oh, I said cherish the loved ones when I saw this card before. Again, it didn't pop up. It's just when I was shuffling, I saw this. This is a divine relationship, whether it's friendship or romance, or for others, this even may be the person that you're married to. Okay, I'm seeing, spirits are seeing that you're both undergoing something like you're both struggling with, especially mentally, and especially at night. Okay, but you love each other and you're the perfect match for each other. And I think this relationship is divine because you have that, mutual respect for each other, which I think is the most important in a relationship. A lot of people would ask, like, how do you run a relationship that's very long term and healthy? I think above all, it is that mutual respect. It's like when you are in that intimacy, but also able to respect each other's boundaries and, personal private space, and know that they're just an individual as much as you are, and you both need that boundary and privacy. I think that's what makes good relationships work. And I think this relationship worked for you, and it is a divine one because you're not making it very complicated, like this is not the business of two families. This is not two people trying to like compromise too much. These are just generally two people having fun, and it's more like a friendship because you have that distance between you. You have that boundary and private space for both of you. And so even sometimes you don't really talk, you feel perfectly fine with it because, well, we all need time and we don't want to talk, or we don't want to kiss, we don't want to hug, we don't even want to touch each other. But that is healthy. That is healthy boundaries. And spirits are showing you this because they think that this is a relationship that's worth maintaining. And I heard stop setting boundaries, but no, it's more like limitation. Stop limiting yourself with labels or the need of identity. Sometimes when you say that, even when you're using astrology or signs, constellations, star signs, to sort of label yourself just because you need to know who you are. But whatever you turn to would eventually be a limitation for you. And that should be put in the past. Okay, don't limit yourself with anything. Like, it's time for you to create yourself, with the present moment. Okay, not trying to get to somewhere in the future and use that future life or that future self to tell you at the present who you are supposed to be, where you're supposed to go. You're supposed to create your future path and create more possibilities for the future from this present moment. Okay? I think both of you are under a lot of pressure. I think the masculine in this relationship really worships the feminine a lot because, the masculine would see this feminine as even a godlike person. He thinks that she is very divine. Okay, so it's more like he coming to her. Okay. So that's all I have for group number 3. This is a very sweet reading, and I hope you enjoy this video. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, group number 4. The first thing I heard for you is that dreams are coming true. And you know, when I was shuffling, before I even started recording, I felt this very light energy, and also I wanted to smile and laugh a lot. So, you know, when I saw this Ace of Cups and heard dreams are coming true, it's like no wonder why I felt like I had to smile, I had to laugh a little, because this is what you soon will be feeling, or you're already feeling it, which is, you know, dreams coming true. So, what did you wish for, or what were you manifesting? Okay, they're coming true. But in order for you to really live in that dream, there's still almost like a shuffle in your life, you know, or like this, you know, life changing point, you know, where things need to shift into like other parallel universe, or you know, other space, or other possibilities that branch. um so I think you can expect dreams to come true, but before that, also expect to see changes, or have to get out of your comfort zone and try new and different uncomfortable things, adapt to new habits, okay? And this discomfort is a must have, you know, on your way to, you know, having your dreams come true. And let me get a clarifier on this. Oh, you're gonna have to give up something that was very precious once to you, but in order to move on, you're gonna have to give that up. And also, I'm hearing like it's almost like cutting off a part of you, or like a piece of your soul. Like there's something that you need to abandon within you in order to move on. Something that you hold on to, but somehow they're holding you back. Somehow I feel like it's ego, or it's vanity, you know, something you did, or you know, something you tend to do when you feel like you're the inferior one in a room and you want to look better, even though you know that it's just a facade. It's only a social mask that you put on. It's something that only makes you look better, but you don't necessarily feel like it's you, or you don't feel really good about it. This is something you need to abandon, because this is holding you back in a way, because you're kind of grasped by your own fear, and that's why you would need this mask to not to improve, but only to stand against that fear within you. But you know, I'm seeing a cave. It's a very narrow cave, and there's only one candle, and there's a mirror in this cave, okay? And you're kind of locked up in this cave. And so you are so frightened by what you see in the mirror, but you didn't realize that what you see in the mirror is yourself. So it's like there's no way to hide, you know, from that fear, because you're only fearing something that is inside of you. Or should I say that you're only afraid of who you truly are? You know, you're afraid of the truth of you. And so you would try to, you know, pretend to be someone else so that you don't have to see the person that you're afraid of. And this is something you need to abandon. And, you know, the person that you're running away from, which is yourself, holds a lot of potential, you know. And whenever I see strength, I think of the movie Fight Club. So it's Jack and Tyler. Taylor or Tyler. What Jack didn't know was that the manly man, Tyler, is himself. There was never a real Tyler. It was himself. So I think he was like very much suppressed, like his anger or his strength, his true power was very much suppressed, and that's why like that power or that strength came out to be someone that's more fierce and even out of control, Tyler. But when he finally realized that this is his own power and he's willing to take charge of that, to, take responsibility of that strength and use that strength wisely, Tyler is gone, and he completely this path of growth. And so whenever I see strength, I think of that movie, and I feel like this lion is that villain part of yourself that you were afraid of, because maybe you were taught to be polite, to have manner, to never lose your temper, to always look out for others. But this animal here, this little beast inside of you, is telling you what you want, is reminding you of the fact that you are also a person and you deserve to be here. You deserve good things. You deserve to rest. You deserve to, spend money for yourself. If only you weren't suppressing it. Group 3. But in the future, I think, something would happen. So to help you accept this part of you, and the fake part that you need to cut off will be only in the past. That social mask, or the mask that you used even to escape yourself, you're gonna have to throw it away. And so group 4, I think that light energy that I felt at the beginning is called liberation. It's called freedom. When you truly embrace who you are and decide that you are good enough, even though you have flaws, you're not perfect, you don't meet others' criteria, you're still good enough. That is the feeling, okay? And there will be people that love you for who you are. Sometimes they do before you do. So if you're already with this person, I'm sure you will know who this is. And if you're like, I can't think of anyone, well, you will meet this person in the future who will love you for exactly who you are. You don't need to powder anything up. You don't need to pretend to be someone that's better. They see who you are and they love it. And I think maybe this is also part of your wishes or your manifestation. Okay. Now we're going to use this Angel Whisper Oracle deck. Angels often manifest as nature spirits, sometimes joining forces with trees to bring healing energy to earth. Sitting quietly with a tree will help you feel grounded and renewed by sage wisdom. Okay, so try to take a walk in a park. I know that a lot of us live in urban area, and it's a little bit unrealistic to go barefoot in the woods. So just try to take a walk in the park, go to a lake or something. Everyone and all living things have auras, visual manifestations of the angel energy surrounding us. By raising your vibrational energy and training your eyes, you will be able to see auras. I also think this is about seeing the true intention of who people are, and as well as yourself, see through that surface right to the core of who you are, and accepting that. You feel an undeniable urge to communicate an important message to someone, and the words fall right out of your mouth. The angels are channeling their guidance through you. You've been chosen as an angel's helper. how I don't think this is a coincidence that this card fell right on this card. So I think going to the nature and being more grounded will help you receive messages from spiritual realm better. Okay. And when a dove flies into your day, it's a messenger from the angels to deliver and promise of inner harmony and peace. Just any white birds, okay, knowing that you're surrounded and loved and supported by the angels. And I think who you truly are is a little more distant and more cold, not so easygoing. I think you're more introverted and shy and reserved. But this is something that you may be resisting. In the future, you will have to learn to embrace all these traits, because this is where your strength and potential come from. I think you're doing better than you think. This is pretty much the same message. Like, you're doing better and you're moving so much faster than you thought. And also, I feel like group 4, you want to listen to your intuition more. And, I think your mind and your intuition kind of are in this conflict. Your intuition says A, but your mind is so analytical that it's like, okay, if we go on path A, this will happen, that will happen, and blah, blah, blah. But if you go on path B, it seems to be a better one, because based on my experience and my analysis, path B seemed to be a more secure and, promising path. But your intuition is like, listen to me, trust me. But I think a lot of times you would listen to your brain and listen to that analysis. Maybe it is a more promising path, but it's not the happier path. It's not where you meant to be. So I feel like, you kind of underestimate yourself and your strength and potential. Because when your intuition tells you to do a certain thing, you're like, no, I can't do this. I'm not good enough to do this. I'm not qualified. But actually you are. So all these messages are telling you that you're doing so much better than you think, and that you should trust your intuition more, because it will lead to a situation that's way better than your mind can comprehend. And I think I just heard that you were protected by a specific someone. Okay, let me see who that person is. Okay, it's an angel. Ooh, it's an angel. You have a guardian angel. Oh, you're protected by a lot of beings. You have the angel, you have the future self or the higher self. And also, look, I don't know whether you've been to the temple or the church, or you've asked any deity to help, or, spirit beings like fairies or mermaids even. Like, it seems to me that you're connected with a lot of deity and spiritual beings, but like, those spiritual beings were not who you would come to normally. It's like you walk past the temple and you go in and you got some scent for the Buddha and you told them a wish, stuff like this. Like, you weren't doing it very seriously. And you've done it multiple times, so it's, different deities, different spiritual beings. And so now they're all giving you advice, not just your spirit guides or your angel that's always been here, but also your future self and all these deities that you went to. And now you don't know who to listen to. But I would say you want to listen to your guardian angel. Let's see what they have for you. It's a card that popped out straight to the floor. The Six of Wands, this is what your guardian angel's been saying. They're saying that to be a human is to be more than human. To be human is to be more than human. It's like when you see someone achieving greatness, and they look like they've done it effortlessly, but they need to put in so much more effort in order to look effortless. So for you, it's the same. When you want to achieve something, you're going to have to trade, you're going to have to sacrifice. So if you want that success in your career, you're going to have to sacrifice a little time for entertainment and rest. If you want a family, you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit time for your career and maybe your own rest. If you want a relationship, then you're going to have to sacrifice the time that you spend with yourself, the quality personal time. So it all come with sacrifice. Okay, to be human is to be more than human. So that's all I have for you, group 4. I feel called to end this reading. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this reading, and I'll see you in the next one.